We're going to cover three topics in this very quick tutorial of Freeance Mobile for Cityworks. We're here in the configuration software, and one of the first things we want to go over is if you have HTTPS security implemented, you need to come into the configuration all the way on the bottom left, Cityworks configuration, open up your configuration or your new one, and make sure you grab the protocol as HTTPS. Also make sure that your Active Directory is set correctly. A very quick way to do this is to go into your Cityworks server and just look at the Active Directory here right after the root directory, and this will be your Active Directory. And just make sure that's in there without a following /. Okay, that should allow your HTTPS to go in and connect up to your Cityworks server. The next item we're going to go over is how do I make map assets selectable so that I can attach work orders, service requests, Cityworks records to them. Well, once again, go into the Cityworks configuration, open it up, and this time we want to go into map. And any map asset layer that I want to be selectable needs to be an added selection. Very easy to do. Come in here and let's say valves, water valves need to be selectable. Just select them, hit add select, and you don't even have to go into anything else. We just come in here and hit apply at this point. We might want to set what the style sheet is, how they look, how assets or attributes are displayed. Maybe we want to change a warranty date from a text to a date so it applies properly. But that's all optional. I mean, at a minimum, just go in there and add the selection. So we'll go ahead and here hit apply there and add that valve. Okay, what else do we have to do here after we've selected our map assets to make selectable? The other thing we wanted to go over was how do I search on work orders other than the Cityworks Save searches? Maybe I want to do a very uh, large SQL to search for work orders. This is done by, once again, coming in the Cityworks configuration into the map resource, and we want to create a smart form, add a search. Okay, that's the very last thing we want to do in this process. In the first process, we need to, like any Freeance Mobile, we need to set up a database, then a predefined search, and then a form for it. So three things to do, pretty quick to do. Let's go into them and show you how we search on ArcGIS server layers. So we'll come in here and we'll database resource. We'll highlight that. We'll add a new database resource. We'll tell we're searching on ArcGIS server. Now I'm simply typing in my database resource or my server for my ArcGIS server. We'll put down connect. Once again, if you've got a HTTPS, we'll need to put that in. We'll do connect and show me all my services here. This is pretty big. server. It's going to take just a moment. And here's my services. Let's go grab our water resource. You'll notice feature. This is if I want to do editing. I don't want to, so I'll just do the map server. That's typically all you'll have shown. Once again, just a moment to display all my layers. There they are. I want to search on a meter. So let's go in and say this is a resource name, ArcGIS server, water, SQL. Okay, go ahead and hit apply. I made my database resource. I'm going to do my predefined query. We'll add one. We'll use that same database resource I just made. And here's where we set a water meter SQL. We're naming it. I've got my database resource I just made. We'll hit apply, and this is where I go in and make my search. Let's go down to the valves, or the meters. Here's the meters right here. We'll come over here and show the table for it. And we're going to search on facility ID, where the facility ID is like F ID. We'll allow a wildcard in the front or the back. We'll hit add. And we're also going to say, and let's also search on condition, where condition is like condition. We'll add that. And we'll also search on about work order ID. Is like there we go. We'll search on that again. It's important that while I'm searching these, that I notice whether this is a text or an integer, so that'll set my logical operator correctly. So let's go ahead and save that. How about one more? We'll keep going. We'll make this deep like we said. Search on location is like location. Alright, add. Now, what's nice is I can quickly go in and test this. Let's not put any values in here. Let's just find everything. And we've got an error in here. So let's go back and make sure everything's set. One way to work on this is maybe skinny it down. Let's see if we can find our error here. Let's test this query. This might be a good example of testing our queries. Let's knock one more off. Let's try to test this query. Really having a little trouble here. Is it our first one? Test the query. Wow. Okay. Facility ID. Let's make sure this database is good. Let's test on. That's why that database is not